Miami. Kershaw looking good early. Bottom of the first, strikes out Anthony Rendon. Bottom two with one on and one out. Danny Espinosa grounds into the 5-4-3 inning-ending double play. Bottom of the fourth, Kershaw in a bit of a jam. Runners on first and second. Strikes out Scott Hairston for out number two. Next batter, Ian Desmond goes down on a filthy breaking pitch. Fifth strikeout starter, Blake Trinan making his first career start, pitching well until he runs into some trouble in the sixth. Kershaw leading off, grounds one back to Trinan, but he misplays it, and Kershaw just beats out the throw. Leadoff man on base after the error. Support bottom seven with the man on first. He strikes out.
Kershaw now on the hill. He's in a second and third no-out jam, but Marlon Byrd is out number one. And then it's Ryan Howard who goes down. That is out number two. And then the next batter, Darren Ruff, also goes down. Kershaw strikes out the side as he cleans up a big mess. Bottom six, Kershaw, another jam. First and second, nobody down, but Chase Utley flies out to right. That's out number one. And the next batter, Marlon Byrd, another opportunity, but he fouls out to Adrian Gonzalez for the second out. And then it's Ryan Howard frozen on the 0-2 pitch, and Kershaw walks the tightrope, facing Connor Gillespie in the seventh. And Gillespie's tough night continues. He goes down looking. In the eighth, Kershaw getting Moises Sierra. And then two batters later, down goes Adam Eaton. Check out Kershaw in the home half of the first. Charlie Blackmon goes down on the swing and a miss. Then it's Brandon Barnes caught looking. That's out number two. And then to close the inning, Troy Tulowitzki also looks at strike three. Kershaw strikes out.
Top of the second inning, Cody Ross leading things off, and he's caught looking. Then two batters later, it's David Peralta, frozen. And finally, Kershaw's counterpart, Chase Anderson. It's a 2-1 game. Gerardo Parra up the middle. D. Gordon with a great stop, and the throw just in time to get Parra. Yasiel Puig likes it in right field. Gordon flashing the leather. He'd have another opportunity on the very next play. This time, Paul Goldschmidt setting him to his left. Gordon's got that with no problems. Fantastic glove work at second base from D. Gordon.
Next out, Willeen Rosario for his 7th K. Then in the 6th, Kyle Parker making his first big league start, and Kershaw says, welcome to the majors. Next batter up, DJ LeMahieu goes down fishing. A.J. Ellis completes the strikeout, throwing down to first. Then pinch hitter Ryan Wheeler strikes out to end the frame. But in the top of the 7th, Corey Dickerson with the chopper to Hanley Ramirez, who throws wildly to first. Dickerson into second. It's an error on Ramirez. The perfect bid is over, but the no-hitter still intact. Next batter up, it wouldn't phase Kershaw. He strikes out Brandon Barnes swinging. Then with one out, the always dangerous Troy Tulowitzki at the plate.
Big bouncer, fair ball, long throw in the dirt, great pick by Gonzalez. Whoa, what a play that was. Miguel Rojas makes a great stop on the foul line. Big play for the second out.
What a scoop by Gonzalez at first. Next batter up, Willeen Rosario and Kershaw. Kershaw facing Drew Stubbs, getting him on the breaking ball. Kershaw's wife, Ellen, loving it from the crowd. Then with the next batter up, Josh Rutledge lines one down the third baseline. It's just foul. Kershaw knows he might have got away with one right there, looking relieved. But on the very next pitch, he strikes out Rutledge on an 0-2 count, 2 outs in the inning. The Dodgers on the top step of the dugout as Kyle Parker steps to the plate with 2 down in the 8th.
And here's Kyle Parker. One hopper right at Gonzalez. For 8 innings, he has not allowed a hit. Heaves a big sigh of relief as he walks off the field. And he has 3 outs to go, and amongst the large crowd, the big heart of his wife Ellen beats a...
DJ LeMahieu leading off the 9th, and LeMahieu with the ground ball to Adrian Gonzalez, who tosses to Kershaw, out number 1. Rojas decides to toss the ball back at Kershaw's chest just to make sure it's still thumping. Then, with 1 out in the inning, Charlie Culberson with the fly ball to right, no problem for Yasiel Puig, out number 2. Corey Dickerson steps up. Final chance for the Rockies to get a hit on an 0-2 count. The pop-up back into the stands. A.J. Ellis can't make the play despite an all-out effort. Once again, as Kershaw gets the ball back, hits right off the noggin. Wouldn't phase Kershaw, though. 2 outs in the inning, an 0-2 count to Corey Dickerson. Just 1 out away from a no-hitter.
But your mouth has to be dry. Your throat has to be dry. 0-2. He's done it.
Kershaw can't believe that he celebrates with his teammates. The Dodgers sweep the Rockies, winning at 8-0, but more importantly, the first career no-hitter for Kershaw, who also had a career-high 15 strikeouts on 100.
Very next pitch to the next batter, Billy Butler. He grounds into a 5-4-3 inning-ending double play. Bottom of the eighth, Kershaw strikes out Lorenzo Cain for out number one, and two batters later, he gets Billy Butler to fly out to center field. Kershaw goes.
Score in the top of the third. Kershaw looking good. Strikes out Shelby Miller. Two batters later, after a Matt Carpenter single, Kershaw fans Matt Holliday. Carpenter swipes second on the pitch. Two batters after that, with runners on first and second, two outs, Kershaw facing Alan Craig.
Breaking ball got him looking on the outside corner. Oh, what a mean pitch. He went from 94 miles an hour.
Strikes out pinch hitter John Jay swinging. Next batter up, Matt Carpenter, who was 3 for 3 versus Kershaw in the game. Well, Kershaw gets some revenge, striking out. Bottom of the first, Josh Rutledge goes down looking. Bottom second, Drew Stubbs strikes out swinging. Then Charlie Blackmon's turn to go down by way of the K. 5 Ks, 1 hit through 3. His scoreless streak extends to 31. Then Kershaw getting some help from his defense in the bottom of the fourth. Bases empty, 1 out. Nolan Arenado at the plate.
Uribe, look at that backhanded stop. Oh, what a play at either end. Uribe and Gonzalez. What a play.
Nothing Dodgers. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. It's Clayton Kershaw. Yes, Kershaw at the plate, delivering with a base hit to left center. He does it all. Juan Uribe scores. LA up 8-0. First RBI of the year for Kershaw. Back to the mound, though, for Clayton. Bottom of the fifth, Brandon Barnes goes down swinging. Bottom six, Josh Rutledge's turn. Then in the bottom of the eighth, Ryan Wheeler with the ground out to short. That would be all for Kershaw, going 8 innings, allowing no San Diego. Kershaw looking good early. Gets Chase Headley in the first to chase one in the dirt. Then in the second, Brooks Conrad goes down looking. In the fourth, Rene Rivera, no chance. One in the sixth, he strikes out Despagne swinging. And just a formality with the throw down to first. Then down goes Chris Denorfia for the second out of the inning. Batter up with 2 outs. Carlos Quentin goes down swinging. Kershaw would need in the eighth. Chris Denorfia strikes out swinging. Again, the formality of the throw down to first. Then in the ninth, a little payback on Headley. He goes down swinging on the big hook. With 2 down in the ninth, Kershaw looking for the complete game, facing Rene Rivera.
Well, he finishes with a flourish. That's 11 strikeouts for Clayton.
Support for Kershaw, who was just locked in on Saturday. He gets Adam Duvall to ground one to third. Juan Uribe fires to second in time to end the seventh. Then pinch hitter Andrew Susak in his first big league at-bat grounds out to third to end the eighth. And in the ninth, Hunter Pence pops one up into foul territory. It is caught by A.J. Ellis for out number one. Gregor Blanco strikes out for out number 2. And pinch hitter Tyler Colvin is the last hope.
3-2. And that's popped up, foul ground, A.J. Ellis. And that
Form once again. Top 4, Tommy La Stella will bounce one softly towards second base. D. Gordon charges in and makes the beautiful barehanded play for out number 2 in the frame. One more look at the spectacular defense from D. Gordon. Clayton Kershaw snaps off the nasty curve to strike out B.J. Upton looking, and then it's La Stella striking out on the for Justin Upton. He'll chop one towards third base, charging into Uribe. He makes the pickup, but cannot get Upton at first base, and a run comes home to cut the Dodger lead to 2-1. Don Mattingly will challenge the call. The umpires take another look, but the call would ultimately stand. What could have been a game-ending ground out remains an RBI infield single for Upton, and the game continues. So now the Braves have the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base for the next batter, Evan Gattis.
fastball chopper to short, Rojas the feed.
But again,
They are. It's butted in the air. And Kershaw makes a diving play. And now a double play.
watch this again. Kershaw first with the fantastic athleticism to go out there and make the nice catch. Then he has the awareness. He takes his time and gets the out at third to double up Ricky Weeks. Kershaw helps himself out. He singles. Miguel Rojas comes in to score. It's 5-1 Dodgers. Bottom of the eighth with 2 outs and a runner on. Kershaw gets Jonathan Lucroy to fly out, ending the inning. Kershaw, after a 1-out walk, Kershaw gets Reimer Liriano to break his bat and ground it to a 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. Then in the third, he strikes out Cameron Maben for out number 1. Maben's first start after serving a 25-game suspension for the use of a banned substance. Then in the fifth, Kershaw strikes out Rene Rivera swinging for out number 2. 5 Ks through 5 for Kershaw. And he has a no-no, but no problem for Clayton. Next batter is Solarte. He goes down swinging to end the inning. Padres are
The game and was replaced by Carl Crawford. Back to Kershaw, bottom 7. It's still 3-1. Leading off the frame, D.D. Gregorius. Down he goes on strikes. And the throw down to first base to complete the K. And the next batter is pinch hitter Xavier Paul on the 0-2 pitch. No chance. That's out number 2. And then to close out the inning, Ender Inciarte meets a similar fate. Kershaw strikes out the side. Now we go bottom 8. Alfredo Marte represents the tying run, but Kershaw gets him. For the Nats is Scott Hairston as he sends this one to deep short. Hanley Ramirez has got it on the backhand. He plants and fires and gets Hairston by an eyelash. Top 8, it is Tyler Moore who goes down. That's out number 2. 2 batters later, it's Asdrubal Cabrera who sends this one to short for the inning.
Storing order, he strikes out pinch hitter Adam Moore. Then 2 batters later, he freezes Liriano to end the inning. Kershaw heading back into the inning after that. Bottom 4, he strikes out Hunter Pence. Next batter is Pablo Sandoval, swing and a miss, strike 3. Bottom 5, a runner on. Gregor Blanco strikes out for out number 1. Next batter is Petit, and he stares down strike 3. Giants in the bottom of the 8th with 1 out. He strikes out Buster Posey on a pitch in the dirt, and there's 2 away. Next batter is Pence. He gives one a ride to deep center field, but Puig.
For the 4th inning, he strikes out Junior Lake. And later in the inning, with runners on 2nd and 3rd, freezes Javier Baez to end the frame. Bottom 5 gets Jorge Soler, and then Chris Valleca with the hook.
Kirsten at the dish.
1-2 pitch, fastball, backhanded by Kershaw. Whoa, what a play! And he throws to first for the out. A remarkable play by a remarkable pitcher. And the chant in the crowd, MVP. Well, how about Gold Glove?
Beautiful defense by Kershaw. Later in the inning, Giants are up 1-0. Bases loaded with 1 out. Buster Posey grounds one to third. Dodgers turn the 5-4-3, inning-ending double play, and Kershaw out.
And a base hit, would you believe? And there's nobody in that area. And on his way to second, and on his way to third is Kershaw. He is in there. And we have a 1-1 tie. And the chant again, MVP.
First career triple for Kershaw, still out there facing Pablo Sandoval.
And folks starting to get up now here in the 8th inning, trying to spiritually help Kershaw along the way. Got him. 11 strikeouts on a night where you thought, well, he isn't quite himself. How good can you be? MVP.
Kershaw done after